What's going on, all you Marvel Movie Maniacs out there? Phat Samurai Guys here with the sexy shield maiden, Lady Phat Blood.
Did we just get out of the movies?
Yes.
Are we doing a movie review, sort of?
Yes.
Shit.
I know, it's been a while.
What?
We just got out from seeing 50 Shades Freed. Fantastic film. Loved it. Did it get you in the mood?
Oh, God, I can't even talk about it. It's embarrassing.
Actually, y'all, we just got out of the theater to see Black Panther, and it sucked.
Yeah.
This is the most overrated superhero movie of the year, obviously. And to be honest, I kind of like Meteor Man better.
I will say, though, it was very impressive how they went and found a time travel machine and went back to 2003 to do the special effects.
Yeah, the CGI. Actually, you know what? Blank Man is better than this movie. Just messing with you guys. Come on, we had some of you.
I actually wasn't kidding about that.
Well, we're just having fun with you guys.
Anyway.
So, yes, the Black Panther
it's been
film.
3 weeks. What has it been? 2-3 weeks since the movie came out?
Yes, we are late seeing it because she was sick for a while.
I was sick for over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I had almost no voice, and then I turned into Piglet from Winnie the Pooh. And I didn't really think y'all wanted to hear that, and I didn't think you wanted to see me in my sickness. And then you got sick.
Yeah, and I got sick, and we were just out for the count. So
to paraphrase Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park, life gets in the way.
Gets in the way. But yeah, we just came out from seeing Marvel's recent venture, Black Panther, starring Mr. Chadwick Boseman, Forrest Whitaker, and a cast of thousands that we're not going to try to name and butcher their name.
I can handle one.
Okay.
Angela Bassett.
Oh, you cheat.
Totally.
Boo, cheater.
Totally cheated. Absolutely.
Oh, it's fun.
I'm no fool.
And I found it to be entertaining. Did you like the film?
I did like it. There are a couple of things here and there, and I can't fault the movie itself.
Right, okay.
I would have to say this is attributed more to a Disney Marvel problem so that's why I can't blame the film for it, and that's some of the tone, some of the humor that they tried to force in the film. And you got to understand, I don't mind. Normally, I don't mind the Disney Marvel sensibilities when it comes to humor with their Marvel films, specifically because a lot of them tend to be fantasy driven. Like, you've got your Thors, you've got your Doctor Stranges, and now you got your Ant-Mans and Guardians of the Galaxy, where it's okay to have humor in it. But this movie tackled some real world issues.
Right.
In that it talks about the problem that some people might have with the Wakandans, and you guys are so advanced. Why ain't you out there helping people? Why are you hiding? Which you understand the Wakandans' perspective, but within that quandary, there are a lot of real world implications to that issue. Why aren't you helping your fellow, not necessarily race, but your fellow man in general? It could be you can read into it as deeply as you want. It's up to you.
Right.
And having said that, I think some of the humor was a little off-putting for my personal taste because of the subject matter that they were dealing with. We have a villain in this film, played by Michael B. Jordan.
He did a great job. Great job.
For him not being in the film that long, he made a hell of an impact in his backstory.
Yes. Yes.
You find out that
no spoilers.
It's been 3 weeks almost.
Oh yeah, fuck it.
I don't know how much. Okay.
Fuck it. No, fuck it. You know, you're right. 3 weeks.
Okay. So
spoilers. So we're gonna do it. Fuck it.
The former king of Wakanda.
Yes.
Back in 1992, I believe. You find out that he had a brother that he sent out a spy into he ends up in Oakland, California, and. He goes kind of bad, but he does it for the right reasons. He's smuggling. He basically he finds a way to tie in with these people that are smuggling vibranium out of Wakanda. And he's
in his own way. He's trying to help.
He's doing it because he's tired of standing by and letting all this shit go down when they've got the power to help. And the king is like, "You're wrong. You need to come back. We have to protect our motherland." And some words are exchanged, and the king kills his brother. And you find out that he leaves behind a son who grows up to be
abandoned.
The Michael B. Jordan character. He leaves him behind.
Killmonger.
And his whole reasoning, and he's bitter. He's very angry.
You can't blame him. I mean, you kind of side a little bit with Killmonger. You kind of understand his character, and that's what makes for a great villain. You know what I mean? Not just the usual, fucking blue guy, random blue villain guy. Guardians of the Galaxy. As much as we love that movie, does anybody remember fucking Ronan? I mean,
he looked cool.
Yeah. But that's what made for Michael B. Jordan's character interesting, and I kind of was hoping they didn't kill him off, man. I was like, nah. I mean, I was hoping, once he got stabbed, that was, gotta have Black Panther win the day. That's fine. But I was kind of hoping like maybe they'd save him and put him in the prison. But he was like, nah, fuck it, I'm not going to prison. Fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah.
And I was just like, Marvel, we finally got another interesting villain besides Loki, and you kill him off. Now we're just stuck with Loki, damn it.
But, and the only problem with that is, and he chose to go out, they said, there's a chance that we might be able to save you. And he's like, no.
Yeah.
And just, you'll lock me up. No.
Yeah.
He had some really, really good lines right before he died.
Yeah.
But the problem is that...
It was a good death. I just didn't want to see him go.
With his particular motivations...
Right.
What would be the point of him hanging around now as a villain when you've already got T'Challa?
Yeah.
Or is that his dad?
No, T'Challa's Black Panther.
Okay. I just want to make sure because his dad and him have very similar actual names. So you've already got T'Challa bringing Wakanda into the world, going, here we are, here we're going to share our technology, we're going to share our stuff, which is basically with a more nefarious spin. What's the villain's actual name in the suit? What's his name? Killmonger.
Yeah.
Okay. He wasn't called Killmonger in this, right? I didn't hear that.
No, they call him Killmonger.
Did they? Oh my god, I didn't even hear it. Okay.
Because of his body count kills, all the people he's killed in Afghanistan and everywhere.
I just saw bumps. I just saw scars everywhere.
A ridiculous buffness.
Well, scars on top of bumps.
Yeah.
Very, very well placed scars, by the way. Like you couldn't get more symmetrical and perfectly aligned. It was like
you were just checking out his body. Come on.
Okay, sure. I'm more of a Chadwick Boseman fan.
Hey!
Anyway.
Watch out. Hey,
anyway.
I was looking at Lupita, you know what I'm saying? Lupita's adorable.
Oh, my God.
Okay, anyway, back to the movie.
Anyway, so Killmonger, what would his point be? Because he was being evil with nefarious intentions.
Right, I guess you're right.
He had a good reason, so now that the reason is there, and now that Wakanda is being brought into the rest of the world,
then what's his purpose?
Yeah, okay, so that's the only problem. But that's a writing problem. It's like you shouldn't have made him so sympathetic,
right?
If you wanted to keep him around as a villain, that's the thing. It's like only Loki's really been able to get away with that, and even then, you never really know where Loki's all
over the place.
Yeah, you're always.
But that's what makes Loki fun. He's the god of mischief.
And you can't have villains like him,
right?
You can't every single villain.
Yeah, that's a good point. I just didn't want to see him go, damn it.
Yeah, it's tough.
Because Marvel, they make entertaining movies like this one.
Yeah.
But they're not known to have the greatest, most memorable villains on their card. You know what I mean?
And now you had a problem with not seeing as much of Wakanda. The technology.
Yeah, I really liked Wakanda. I liked the way it looked. It was cool, but it seemed like we just kind of just made a visit.
I think they were more.
We just made a visit. I know that wasn't.
But if anything, they were probably more focused on.
I kind of wanted to see more Wakanda. We'll get to the bad CGI in a second. But let's talk about some more of the positives there.
Well, I like that once again we're in a surrounding that, not unlike Guardians or Thor Ragnarok, is very different, and it's interesting that this takes place on the planet Earth, which I think, again, some of my tonal issues that I had might be because the juxtaposition of what I was visually seeing with what was being spoken didn't match up for me, in that when you're in Thor Ragnarok, people are speaking differently because they're aliens.
Right.
And in Guardians of the Galaxy, not everybody, but a lot of people tend to speak differently because they're aliens. But when you've got something that looks alien, which is what you get visually in this film, but you have people speaking modern speak, we had a god awful "what are those" joke.
Yeah,
that was unforgivable.
Damn it!
I'm sorry, I got it, but it was unforgivable. It was
I actually didn't mind the humor in the movie. Okay. I like the humor. You gotta break it up a little bit. Some of the seriousness, you gotta let the audience breathe a little bit. And this didn't have that much humor compared to Thor Ragnarok.
Well, no, absolutely
right.
not.
But there were some forced humor was there. Not all of the jokes hit. But yeah, the "what are those" was terrible. That was really bad, guys.
Yeah,
that was terrible.
That wasn't.
Anyway,
that wasn't
go ahead.
Good. So visually, even though the tone in that was a little like, okay, they're totally speaking like us, but it feels like an alien film, and you can't blame the movie on that because that's just what it is. It's highly advanced technological people that live in our world, and they have access to our media, and so of course they're going to speak slang and they're going to speak weird like us. So it's like, well, my brain kind of adjusted to that after a while.
Yeah.
I did like that once again, not too much unlike Civil War, even though Civil War is much grander in terms of the stakes. This was much more of a personal story.
Right.
Even though Killmonger, I'm just going to keep calling him Michael B. Jordan, his ultimate goal was to strip Wakanda of its resources and distribute them to bad people in the planet. That was his initially when he took over. That was his goal. This was not an end of the world scenario. This was not beams shooting out of buildings into the sky.
Bright light beams shooting up in the sky.
That was there was nothing like that.
Right.
There was just a couple of ship
ship
battles.
I thought he was sending it out to people so they can defend themselves. I thought that was what he was
Martin
doing.
Freeman's
could be both. Could be sending it to both.
He said something about his training. He strips the country's, or he strips the place's resources and then distributes them out here and there. So maybe it was more. Maybe I took something out of it that I misread in the context.
Yeah.
But whatever the case was, yes, his goal was to destroy Wakanda, and who knows what he was going to do with the technological advances. He could have been for good, it could have been for evil, but either way, it was not an end of the world story. It
sounded like he wanted his goal was to take Wakanda and take over the world.
It kind of was.
It was kind of there.
So
in his own way, helping. The small fries. But Wakanda was going to be in charge.
Aside from that, though, it was not a giant
alien invasion
chunk of rock being lifted up out of the ground just to fling it back into the planet and create another catastrophic world-ending event.
Alien invasion.
So I was glad that it was more of a personal story.
Yeah.
They brought up some interesting points that I appreciated, just in terms of they went there with what I had mentioned before about them standing by and just protecting themselves and not helping. He had a really good moment with his spirit dad at the end.
Mufasa?
Yeah. He had a really good scene with him,
that was good.
How angry he was with what his dad did.
The acting was very well done in the film. Very well done.
Yeah.
For the most part. But yeah, that's what made the plot of this film interesting and the Killmonger villain interesting, is because both sides kind of have a point. Killmonger's got a point, but then again, the Wakandas have a point too. It's like, if we start giving everybody our technology, it's going to be chaos.
Yeah.
Or if everyone finds out that we have this kind of weaponry and technology, they're going to come hunt us. They're going to come for us. It's going to be war.
Yeah.
So you can kind of understand both parts, which makes for an interesting film. And I found the film interesting and entertaining. The action sequences were well done. Some of the camera work I wasn't too much of a fan of. It wasn't like it pissed me off to the point where it was like really bad shaky cam or the camera was too zoomed in or whatever. It wasn't anything like that. It was fine. The camera work was fine. The camera work and the action sequences got better, I think, at the end of the movie when we had our finale fight. You can kind of see all of the action. But the very first action sequence at night it was kind of all over the place. Just show Black Panther be a badass. Let's show him do stuff. There was some quick cut editing. Like, these are nitpicks, you guys. These are nitpicks. The action sequences were fine. They were well done. They were entertaining. I really like that chase sequence. That was dope. The action chase sequence where he's on top of the car and all that stuff. That was cool. But for a while there, I was kind of concerned because it just seemed like it was nothing but CGI Black Panther, like 80% of the time. Now, obviously, those over the top sequences like the chase and the end fight, I guess you have to CG it. But it would have been nice. There's nothing wrong. Practical's always better, guys. Practical's always better. There would have been absolutely nothing wrong with Boseman in his suit fighting Michael B. Jordan in his suit, and they threw down for a while, and then you can have the lavish CGI leaps and bounds and do all that stuff. I mean, it's good to have a mixture of both. You know what I mean? But that whole end fight between both of them, I was any of that practical? Maybe when they had the close-ups on their faces? And I'm sorry, guys, but that CGI was bad. We've seen worse. We're talking Justice League, Superman mustache CGI. Oh, no. There's worse CGI out there, guys. Right. Luckily, we were invested in this film and we were entertained by the film, so we kind of forgave the CGI a little bit. And luckily,
there wasn't a whole lot.
It still was not the greatest CGI ever. Look at the scene when he's getting ready the first fight for the crown, and they're in the water and all that. That one shot, we see the camera pans up the rock mountain, and you see all the people like just cut and pasted like everywhere, and they're all like, yeah. It was so bad. It was bad, guys. Come on.
Were you having Phantom Menace flashbacks?
Star Wars. It was bad. Okay, I was laughing in the theater.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, so hey, we're honest here. That's why you guys watch our channel. We're honest. Okay.
Yeah, but some of y'all hate us.
They love us. Hey, we like the damn movie.
Enjoy hitting that dislike button.
Hey, we're honest. Some of the CGI was bad, but like I said, we were invested in the film. We were entertained by it, so we kind of forgave it at the end of the day.
Yeah,
we forgave it because overall, it was a very entertaining superhero movie. And another win. Another notch for Marvel.
Yeah, and to be fair about that end CGI fight, a lot of the focus was more in the outside fight, the battle with all the tribes.
Thankfully.
And when Killmonger and Black Panther were going at it, it wasn't too long.
Yeah, it was brief.
And honestly, nothing will ever be worse than The Mummy Returns.
The Mummy Returns CGI?
With The Rock as a Scorpion King.
I got a blue tongue.
You do.
Oh, shit. Someone had an icy. Someone had a blueberry frosted icy. Sorry, guys. Blah.
I think they'll live.
Wakanda. Blah. Blah.
You saw it here first, folks. That just happened.
What? The movies inspired me, okay? Yes. Come on. Anyway.
Man.
Oh, shit. Anyway. Yeah, entertaining movie, superhero film, another win. Did it blow me away to the point where I was just like, yes, I fucking love this movie. I'm running out of the theater screaming. No. It was an entertaining movie. I was really, really entertained by it. I really did like it a lot. But I kind of wanted it to be better. I kind of was hoping that I can put it on my top 5 comic book films of all time, which is probably my fault. I probably shouldn't have had expectations that high.
Well, it's hard to get that high.
But it was nice when you saw those trailers, man. It was nice to see something different and new, and I was really excited. And he was such a fucking badass in Civil War that I couldn't help it, you know.
And we did get something a little bit new.
Yeah,
a little bit. It's not necessarily an origin story because we got our origin as much as you could from Civil War, but this was more of a, I don't want to say coming of age, but he was kind of coming into his own, because we were talking about this in the theater. You had mentioned that he seemed more imposing and intimidating in Civil War, and you didn't get a lot of that here. But when you break it down in Civil War, he was a very different person. He just lost his dad. Right. He was just being the Black Panther for the first time. He was on a mission to take down who he thought at the time he killed his father in Bucky in Winter Soldier. Right. And so, yeah, he was going to be a lot more straight and just boom, mission oriented. And in this one, he has a personality. Yeah. He does have a personality. Yeah. He's not grieving for his father. He's not hell bent on revenge or anything like that. Which I think by the end of Civil War, thinking back on it, the way he ended his section of the story with making, oh God, what's his name? It's not Zola, whatever his name is.
Zemo.
Zemo, thank you. Basically telling Zemo, no, you're gonna live, and you're gonna watch what you've done, and you're gonna live with all of this. It kind of sets up who he is there, and it's very organic. I don't feel like as much as I love Thor Ragnarok, you didn't see much in the evolution of Thor. It's like you literally went from Thor being a braggart in 1 to Thor being fine, but Thor in 2, he was always more like the straight lace, unless he was with Hulk and beating the shit out of each other in the first Avengers. But by Thor Ragnarok, he is comedic, he is boisterous, like he is full blown Thor. Yeah. You didn't really get much of an evolution, but you get a nice evolution to T'Challa. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much.
I'm excited for more T'Challa in future sequels, or actually, Avengers Infinity War right around the corner, guys.
Less than 2 months away.
Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to see him show up with everybody and kick more ass. Yeah. I'm really excited about that. Everybody was pretty cool in the film. What you call was badass, man. His bodyguards, his female bodyguards, you want to fuck with them, man. They'll fuck you up. What's her name? From Walking Dead? Plays Michonne?
I can never remember her actual...
Y'all know who I'm talking about. She did.
I've called her Michonne for like 5 years. That's all I call her.
She was badass in the film. She was a lot of fun. Did you think Martin Freeman's character seemed out of place, or was it supposed to feel out of place, or did it feel kind of forced? His character was like, because for a while I was like, why is he here?
Well,
it makes sense for the story. It all plays out fine. Yeah. But it just felt like, did we even really need him in the movie?
Well, I think because of the way it was written. Yeah. They were going, at one point, after, what's Andy Serkis's character's last name? It's that...
Claw.
Claw, thank you. Claw. He's got the
Ulysses Claw?
I'll just call him the Claw.
We'll call him the Claw.
Anyway, so the Wakandans are going after him. And because he turns up again, he had, been the one who raided Wakanda back in the early 90s and stolen some shit. Right. And so because he is this international arms dealer, Martin Freeman's character is now going after him. And so in that aspect, at least it made sense. Yeah, he would be there.
Yeah, all right.
I guess if you just like, I don't know. I think he's gonna work for some people, and he's fine.
It just seemed kind of shoehorned in. At least they gave him something to do at the end.
They did. But you know what it felt like? It felt like we need more of a connection to the MCU. What secondary, third character can we throw in there that would make sense? Because you got a cameo at the very end in the end credits of a more of a main roster character, sort of. But aside from Black Panther being in Civil War, who else do you have in this aside from Andy Serkis, who was a little bit in Age of Ultron? Right. What else do you have that connects it to the rest of the MCU? We need somebody that we've seen recently. Right. So
I gotcha.
I get why they did it, and it made sense. And so I didn't have too much of a problem with
Andy Serkis was having too much damn fun in this movie. He was having too much damn fun being over the top.
And I had fun watching.
Yes. Anything else?
No, not really. No, not really. There's a lot to like.
Soundtrack was great.
Yeah.
I really liked the soundtrack.
It
didn't feel so generic.
Yeah. I only had little issues with the tone here and there. So,
but nothing detrimental.
no,
Yeah.
even the CGI, it wasn't enough. It was like, it was more of a shame because it's 2018.
Yeah.
This is, Black Panther.
It was a big budget film, though.
Yeah,
So it's not
and-
like they had excuses here.
Yeah, and Black Panther, this is one of your A-game people now at this point. You're pushing him to be one of your A-game for the cinematic universe.
Right.
And so to have that kind of shoddy, haphazard, it's kind of surprising. Yeah. A little disappointing, but it wasn't like detrimental for me, so.
If we hated the movie, or if we were bored or just like not happy, the CGI would have made it worse.
Would have been.
We would have been like, fuck this fucking CGI.
The kennel, the little.
Fuck this movie.
It would have been the corn kernel on the top of the pile of shit. That is the last thing to come out. That's what it would have been. But it wasn't.
Was there any other negatives or positives you wanted to share? Any other parts of the film?
Not really that I can think of off the top of my head.
Okay.
It was.
I thought his sister was fun. Just the what are those?
Yeah, I think it was really.
Joke was bad.
That was the worst joke that you could possibly have in this, and that was the worst joke in the film for me. But I liked her character. She's this cute little quirky sci-fi nerd, like not sci-fi nerd. She's a techie junkie.
Yeah.
Like, she loves tech. She's the one who does all the toys,
the suits.
Yeah, she has her own little lab. So she was fun to watch. I didn't really know how that was going to go at first. But
Lupita was cute and adorable.
She's cute.
Her
And
little
their relationship was
Xena.
fun. Yeah.
Her Xena, what you call the chakram type weapons.
Yeah. So that was,
Everybody right now is like, Xena, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, kitties.
I'm old, okay?
Don't worry about it. Go Google it. It's Xena.
Go Google it.
Xena. Okay.
Anyway, anything else?
No.
Speaking of Lupita and T'Challa or Boseman, I was thinking while watching the movie and being entertained and liking it, I was thinking to myself in the theater, I was like, has there been, and answer us in the comments below, guys, has there been, doesn't have to be origin, sequel, whatever, has there been a superhero comic book film that didn't have a love interest in there? I'm thinking really hard. My mind is blank right now. I got blue tongue, blah, and I can't think right now. So let us know in the comments below, because I'm trying to think hard.
Some kind of love
I can't.
interest.
Even Blade.
Yeah.
And Blade 2 had kind of an attraction to the girl in the movie, and I'm trying to think. Hellboy, nope.
Or at least some. So it doesn't even, because like love interest, because even Guardians of the Galaxy, it seems like they're setting up for that.
Right.
Because there's
some kind of attraction to the, like that's a small focus of the film.
Right.
And I think they all have I don't know.
I guess Logan.
Logan. Holy shit.
But that's because everyone's dead.
Brilliant. Good. Logan.
Because even Origins and the Wolverine had love interest.
That's true.
So that was really the only one, but literally it was because everybody was dead. So
I was just thinking about it, sitting in it.
No, it's.
So besides Logan, let us know in the comments below if there was any others out there that didn't have or focus on a love interest. We always have to have our hero have a love interest.
Well, it's just everybody's gotta do it.
No, you don't. Damn it. Proof is with Logan. There you go. Anything else?
No.
The future of Marvel. What do you think? Still, I mean, this movie was a huge success, and the movie deserves it. So Marvel's just knocking them out of the park, man. So.
Or they're at least keeping it steady. Yeah. They have not had a severe crippling blow. Like their TV ventures are doing worse.
Well, yeah.
Like, they haven't had an Iron Fist.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the Defenders soon. I know it's like 5 years later, but we're going to talk about that a little in the future video.
Yeah, like their films, like the worst thing that's happened for me, this is just my opinion, for me the worst thing that has happened since Iron Man came out, and I'm not going to really count Incredible Hulk, because it's not...
You have to.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it, but it's medium grade. It's one of those medium...
Well, Incredible Hulk is considered the worst, I think.
But for me personally...
It's not a horrible film. It's just kind of generic.
For me, it's Iron Man 2. And I didn't really like Iron Man 3. I liked ideas with Iron Man 3.
Out of 2 and 3, though.
2's worse.
Yeah.
Two is unfortunate.
Because at least three didn't feel like an Iron Man movie, but at least you can have some kind of entertainment out of it.
That was my problem. There was a huge tonal problem with Iron Man 3 that I had for me. And
even Thor: The Dark World, which a lot of people hate and bash, you could still be entertained with that movie.
Yeah, and that's...
there's still some decent action in there. And you have Loki bonus.
There's a lot more to like in that one than for me Iron Man 2. Yeah. Iron Man 2, it's like I was happy to see, I was never huge on Black Widow, but I liked how Scarlett Johansson looked as the character, and it was nice seeing her for the first time. But Iron Man 2 was just... Yeah. It was disappointing. When you saw the trailers...
It fucked up the villain. There's a lot of problems with that.
When you saw
Another question for you guys. Let us know in the comments below. Your least favorite Marvel movie, or what Marvel movie you consider the worst in the MCU. I think that's a fun question. Because we actually give a shit with you guys' comments. Unlike other YouTubers out there, that don't read or give a shit about the comments section. We read it, damn it. We care.
We're just nerds, and we like to nerd rant.
We're nerds. We like the movie nerd rant with you guys because you guys rock.
I don't pretend to be anything other than a schlub who likes movies, although you never know it by how few reviews we've actually done recently. I think this is the first time I've been in a theater with you, and I can't remember the last time.
Justice League.
Was it Justice League?
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, the year just started.
No! It was Last Jedi.
Oh.
It was December. Oops.
Oh shit, I just went numb. Oh shit, I laughed so hard I went numb. My body went numb, you guys.
Come back, honey.
Oh shit. God damn it. I totally forgot we saw The Last Jedi in the theater. Okay, so before we wrap this up, I'm sorry we kind of ranted and got off track here.
That's what we do.
The shades go back on here. Oh, all right. So we did our first impressions video about The Last Jedi, and overall, we thought it was an entertaining Star Wars film, but we had a lot of problems with it.
And we really wanted to see it a second time.
We wanted to see it again.
To do a better review.
Yes, for you guys, because you guys deserved an actual real review. But life happens, work, sickness, everything got fucked up, so we didn't get a chance to see it again. But we're gonna do a very first podcast. And we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna talk about a lot of movies from 2017. Gonna be a 2017 movie recap podcast, so you guys stay tuned for that. And then we could just talk about The Last Jedi again for you guys. God damn it, I forgot. Shit. Wow. All right. That's really damn hilarious. Okay. Well, we're gonna. I can't talk right now. I think I need more blueberry.
You need more blue.
I need more blueberry. What you call? Icy. All right. You guys rock. You kick ass.
What are you rating this?
Oh shit. You go first.
Okay. For me, there was a lot to like about it. Mm-hmm. Didn't blow my mind. But I like certain elements that they went there with it, where Disney Marvel tried to play it safe a lot, and there's some elements that are they're pretty relevant. So for me, it's a solid 4.
Yes, I give it a solid 4 out of 5.
Okay,
that's a good rating. That's good for us, because three is kind of like it's average.
Yeah,
above 3, it's a little bit above average, and then 4 is pretty good.
4 is more like
5 is perfection.
Well, and that's only a personal perfection.
Yes.
Anyway,
4 to 5 stars. Yeah. As always, we'd like to thank all you guys for watching. Why? Because you guys fucking rock. And we're off and about. We're gonna visit the Cranky Critic today. It's his birthday, and we're gonna be driving out and jamming to some Static X, because that's how we roll. All right, guys, let us know in the comments below what you guys thought about Black Panther. Awesome movie, solid, generic, piece of shit? Let us know in the comments below. All right, you guys rock. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.